Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Wednesday. We got 6 matchups on this NBA slate today. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on NBA player props, go and sign up with ParlayPlay, guys. Get $10 just for signing up. Use it to build up that bankroll and get a nice payout. That is in the link below. And yeah, we'll hop into it. 6 matchups. Hopefully none of these get canceled. We saw, to all the NHL people that watch my channel, no NHL this entire week due to COVID and stuff, which is unfortunate, and all the postponements. So hopefully it doesn't happen in the NBA. We've seen a couple games getting postponed. So yeah, let's hope that can get a little better, because it's been pretty stressful as bettors to have guys get out with COVID after you locked bets in. I know how it is. So let's hope we can avoid all that. 6 matchups, starting with the Denver Nuggets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nuggets opening up as 5.5-point favorites, with the over-under at 214.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Denver 3-0, 2-1 covering the spread. The over has just hit 1 time out of the last 3 matchups. Really no major injuries on this side. Aaron Gordon and Green are questionable for this matchup. Denver 6-4 in their last 10. OKC 4-6 in their last 10. Denver 13-2 covering against the Thunder. 11-1 in their last 12 against the Thunder here. Pretty much pure domination against the Thunder team. 1-7 covering at home against Denver. 1-6 at home. A very bad home team and a home covering team, this Thunder team. Yeah, we're taking Denver minus 5.5. Moneyline parlays, roll them in there. Rolling with Denver here. All right, next matchup, we have the Orlando Magic versus the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks opening up as 8.5-point favorites, with the over-under at 219.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Atlanta 3-0, 3-0 covering the spread. The over has hit in 1 out of the last 3 matchups. Orlando just 2-8 in their last 10. One of those was a 111-99 loss against the Hawks. Atlanta 4-6 in their last 10. Orlando on a 5-game losing streak against the Hawks. 1-10 on the road. I mean, a horrible road team. 2-5 covering in their last 7. Atlanta's already beat them pretty good just recently. Hard to trust this Orlando team. It really is. Even with the points, they've just hurt you day in and day out, especially covering the spread. I like Atlanta minus 8.5 at home. They've already beat the Magic and covered the spread just a few games ago. I like them to do the same thing here at home. Roll them with the Hawks money line, add them to your money line parlays, and minus 8.5 for your spread bettors. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics. Celtics opening up as 6.5-point favorites, with the over-under at 205. The last 3 head-to-head, Cleveland 2-1, 2-1 covering the spread. The over is just 0-3 in the last 3 meetings. Cleveland 8-2 in their last 10. Boston 4-6 in their last 10. Cleveland has a lot of players on COVID. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 10 players on COVID. Kind of crazy here. Boston dealing with some COVID issues as well. Horford's questionable. Parker's questionable. Cleveland 0-5 on the road against Boston. Crazy. Cleveland 10-0 covering the spread in their last 10 games. It's been absolutely unbelievable. I mean, on a little winning streak, 6-0 covering on the road. I mean, numbers don't lie. Boston, hasn't been playing that great, honestly. They are 8-3 at home, so they are a good home team, but Cleveland, just an amazing cover team. 25-5-1 covering the spread so far. It's absolutely insane what they're doing here. Riding with the numbers here. I know Cleveland's dealing with a lot of COVID issues, but, they've been dealing with that even during their run right now, and it hasn't really affected them too much. They've been able to cover. They've been able to win too. They just get wins. It's kind of crazy. We're rolling with this hot Cavs team on the road, taking Cleveland plus 5.5. Next matchup, we have the Houston Rockets versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks opening up as 10-point favorites with the over-under at 224.5. The last 3 head-to-head. Milwaukee 2-1, 0-3 covering the spread. The over has hit in 3 out of the last 3 matchups. Houston 5-5 in their last 10. Milwaukee 5-5 in their last 10 as well. Houston 3-17 on the road, not a good road team. 1-4 in their last 5 against Milwaukee. Milwaukee, no Giannis, no Portis. Middleton's questionable. Matthews is questionable. Yeah, a lot of question marks on the Milwaukee side here. 9-1 at home, playing great at home. No Giannis. No Bobby Portis. Middleton's questionable. A lot of question marks on this Milwaukee side. I like Houston plus 10. I think 10 points a lot when your best player, some of your starters just are out. 10 points is a lot, and 10 points is definitely a lot in the NBA, especially when you don't have your full roster. I like Houston plus 10 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Raptors versus the Chicago Bulls. Bulls opening up as 9.5-point favorites with the over-under at 210. The last 3 head-to-head, Chicago 3-0, 3-0 covering the spread. The over has hit in 2 out of the last 3 matchups. Toronto 5-5 in their last 10. Chicago 7-3 in their last 10. Toronto 6-1 covering in their last 7. 5-2 in their last 7. Playing pretty good here. Every team's dealing with so many COVID injuries. It's, COVID concerns. It's crazy. A lot of guys out on both sides here. Chicago 4-1 covering against the Atlantic Division. Chicago, no Zach LaVine. Caruso's out. Another one. Both teams dealing with 10+ injuries and COVID-related, illnesses. Taking Toronto on the road plus 8. 8 to 10 points and higher with teams that are missing more than 10 players on each side for the most part. Yeah, we'll take Toronto plus 8 on the road. Then the last matchup, we have the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Sacramento Kings. Clippers opening up as 5.5-point favorites with the over-under at 217.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Sacramento 3-0. 3-0 covering the spread. The over has hit in 1 out of the last 3 matchups. The Clippers 5-5 in their last 10. 2 of those losses were against Sacramento. Sacramento 5-5 in their last 10. 2 wins over the Clippers. They've been surprisingly, enough to play good against the Clippers here. No Morris, no Hartenstein. Sacramento, no Len, no Deere, no Fox, no Bagley, no Davis, no King, no Mitchell. Yeah, Sacramento missing a lot of players here. Clippers 15-1 on the road against Sacramento. I like the Clippers -6 on the road. If the Kings had more of their starters, especially if at least Fox was playing, I would take Sacramento plus the points at home since they have beaten the last 2 times, but Sacramento missing a lot of players in this game here. Paul George and Reggie Jackson, good to go here. Give me the Clippers -6 and money line on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday, and I will see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.